I got an unbelievable amount of respect for you guys. I know what this was, and there's all these arguments about what did this game really mean because of next week. I respect the out of you guys. I respect the out of how we roll the ball out and you guys just go out and compete. I can't even put it into words, man. I cannot put it into words. I love the hell out of you guys. I love the hell out of you guys. Listen, we did some things. We got 14 wins. All right, we already talked about once we got to where we were at 13 that we franchise record, 14's a franchise record, 8-0 on the road. Franchise record, all right? 8-0 on the road, which tells you at its worst, we can go anywhere and win, gentlemen. That's the bottom line. Listen, you can't ask for anything better. To be able to have the division and the 1 seed on the line back at home. Guys, this is what it's all about. This is why you're in this profession, man. This is as good as it gets. We're so thankful for this opportunity. This can be unbelievable. Appreciate you guys, man. It's a hell of a job. It's a hell of a ride, and we got one more. Break it down.
Hey, I can feel it right now, boys. We know what's at stake next week. Big boy game. Let's go. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win.
Hey, yo, the lies told that you never make it. Hopeless, so it seems. Eyes closed, hands open wide to embrace your dreams. Sometimes you gotta take a loss just to get the win. Like lots of sin was popping in like oxygen when boxes wet. Focus on the mental, never lose like a smooth instrumental. Better choose on the move in a pinto. Choose when I get to, never lose smooth on the move, but it's simple. Never give up and we running it, maybe. We just keep winning, we conquering daily. Envision and pay me, it's never this way. We indigenous, maybe we winning this crazy. Your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity. It's your opportunity, your opportunity.
Welcome one, welcome all, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry I cut that short. Dang. Still getting into this. Welcome one, welcome all, ladies and gentlemen, to the Lion Villain Report. It's your boy, Russell Wayne, here. It's Victory Tuesday. Lions win 40-34. Let's freaking go. We are broadcasting live right now into the Lions Villain Squad Facebook page right there. Thank you to the Lions Villain Squad Facebook page for allowing us to broadcast into that 60,000 plus follower. This is the villain right here. And I tell you what, I had some ladies over for Monday Night Football. I had some warm bottles of Cavaquier to the left and to the right of me, and the ladies get so excited when they be winning the way that they be winning. So thank you for following the page. And what is a Packer exactly? Broadcasting live into the Lion YouTube page, the Lion Villain Squad YouTube page. Subscribe to get notified right there. Thank you to Bill the Packer fan. Thank you to Mike the Bear fan for bringing the Huddle Sports Network, which has 30 podcasts for all of the teams in the NFC North. Thank you for allowing us to be on there. We're the undrafted free agent, the UDFA of sports podcasting. Liking and sharing this content is a good way to help us right there get our name up in that algorithm. Right there. We are brought to you, as always, by NFL Shop. That's right. You can scan that QR code or use the villain link. Save up to 25% off of your order. And thank you to our affiliate marketing partner at NFL Shop. It's faith, family, and then football. In that order, we use football to create memories, spend time with our family. We don't let football use us. And welcome to the program. Welcome one. Welcome all. Who do we got in the chat today? All of my friends, Jay-Z in the house.
You like that? You like that? You like that? You like that?
The Villain Squad YouTube page. Come on, man. Can you guys help me out? If you haven't subscribed already, I think most of the people on here have already done that. But if you haven't already, hop on over to the YouTube page. We're trying to build that up too. Trying to get that over 1,000 before the end of the season. Trying to do these things. And you guys can help out. Talk to me, coach. That's right. Dan Campbell. Talking to the villains. That's a good win. That's a good win. Good morning, Tyler.
Say hello to my little friend.
Good morning, Chad. My favorite Bigfoot hunter.
Say hello to my little friend.
MCDC sounds like he needs a day off. Hey, if you didn't lose your voice last night, screaming, jumping up and down, singing a fight song, then I don't know what to tell you. Get out there. What's up, Maurice? Maurice is in the house.
Say hello to my little friend.
Paul Jones. What's up, buddy? Mooncar Blade up in the house. Oh, lots of my favorite people up in here. I love it. I love it. Good morning, Elise. Elise Memes in the house.
You like that? To my little friend.
The Packer is a moving company. They got to be because the fan base is always moving the goalposts.
You like that? You like that?
There you go. Get some of that Detroit Lions swag right there. Using our link right there. Helps out the page too. Thank you to the ones that use our link. It is the way. MCDC. Lions, the new way. Fred says, our defense looks suspect. Did I miss somebody scrutinizing the defense? Right. Yeah, let's get to that. I mean, the ebb and flow of the game gets going. And here's the thing. In that first half, I look at that suspect defense, right? And you're looking for a turnover here. We haven't been able to get pressure in weeks and weeks and weeks. And it's obvious that we're leaning on our offense to control the game. And look, the defense pulled away. You know, the defense looked suspect in the first half, but what happens is you make second half adjustments. I kept on saying that last night at the Lions Den. I'm looking through this defense and I'm just like, man, Brock Purdy's playing out of his mind. I mean, right to the end, making plays, throwing dimes right as he's getting pulverized. And it's like, you can only do that so long. Some of these guys can, last the whole time, but when they tell you, when Dan Campbell says, hey, we're going to drive these guys out into the deep end. And that's what we did. I love Lion fans. Lion fans will scrutinize their team. And I appreciate that. Because I tell you what, if the Bears or the Vikings, or the Vikings are 14-2, but if the Bears or the Packers were 14-2, they certainly wouldn't be scrutinizing their team. They'd be telling everybody to shut up. But Lion fans will scrutinize their team. But the thing is the defense giving up points, giving up yards, and then they get 2 takeaways again. That's the type of defense that we play. Gonna get takeaways. Gonna get takeaways. So am I worried about the defense? No, because here's the real story. Is our offense can't be stopped. Our offense won't be stopped. It won't be stopped by Minnesota. Minnesota better get ready to get points. Put up on them. We have the kryptonite to Minnesota's defense, which is we have the guys to block their guys. We have a great offensive line, and when you block all those crazy exotic blitzes, there's tremendous weakness over the linebackers under the safeties. When you do that, you open up the middle of the field. Or if you drop everybody back into coverage, you can get ran on. Now, I don't care what their rankings are in the NFL. The Lions can run on the Vikings, and they proved it already. So, Kirby versus everybody. I got to get up here, make sure I'm not missing it, because I'm going to start right here. Good morning. First big defensive play, Myles Adam, Legion of Whom members for 6 weeks. Yeah, to those of you that are worried about the defense, I mean, I get it. And it's hard to believe, but this defense is already better than last year's defense that went into the playoffs. You know, you did have Aleem McNeil and Aiden Hutchinson, but your secondary was ridiculous last year. Ridiculously bad. And this secondary, I mean, they set it up, man. Kirby Joseph set that play up. I don't care what anybody says. I'm looking at that play at the end of the game. And he's playing center field in the back, and then you got all these man coverage guys up on the front, and he's just surveying the field. He saw exactly where Brock Purdy wanted to go, and he jumped that ball. That was all him. He set him up. You know, they were very injured on the offense, and we couldn't get a pass rush. That may be that is a concern, but it's been a concern. We haven't been able to get a pass rush in weeks. You know, through blitzing, and we do get pressure onto the quarterback. But as far as getting our front four in there, it's just not happening. But it hasn't been happening for a while. It's not like it's this glaring concern now that we have, but it's the problem that we've been having. And how do you solve that problem? Is you play the defense the way that you're playing it, and you're trying to create turnovers. But you got an offense that can't be stopped. You keep going down there, and you be aggressive. You be aggressive until you get some of these players back. We might get Alex Anzalone back this week. Leo said, checking the vibe. Go Lions.
You like that?
So true, Fred. Win a division and then talk. Win for 10 years, then talk. It's always the Packers division to lose. Go F yourselves. Our time is now. Yeah. This whole you don't know how to act when you're winning is BS. We know exactly how to act when we're winning. We're happy. We're just sitting here happy because we're winning. We're not cursed. We're winning. We got a chance to win the Super Bowl. We're in the tournament. We have a chance to go get the 1 seed. And we should already have the 1 seed, but these damn Vikings won't go away. They won't go away. Damn it. 8-0. On the road. 8-0 on the road, baby. Road Warriors. Trying to play for the 1 seed, baby. Who the hell is Adams on the DL? I swore it was McNeil. It wasn't McNeil. I don't know what you were watching. One of the things is I understand the concern, guys. When you're talking about giving up all them points in the first half. I mean, you need... they say defense wins championships, and that's not always entirely true. Offense wins championships too. You know where there's evidence that this offense can't be stopped is when you get all these little check downs. Those check downs are wide open because Amon-Ra, St. Brown, and Laporta in the middle. You throw Jameson Williams on the other side, running deep, and you pull everybody away from your side, your running backs, your tight ends, your tight end twos sneaking out of the backfield, and they're going to be wide open. And if you want to stop the Lions, for one, you can't miss tackles. And what do we have? We have a whole bunch of guys that make you miss tackles. But the fundamentally sound teams can beat the Lions like that. And the Vikings don't play like that. The Vikings go all risk or no risk. And they disguise it. It's a different style of defense. And the Lions are like, whatever, send 8, we'll block them all. And when you do send them 8, then Jared Goff just carves it up. So, Kirby Joseph, J-Mo. I'm moving through some of these comments right here. Offenses are attacking the linebackers. Ezekiel Turner's gave up scores across again. We need Anzo back ASAP. Offenses are attacking the linebackers until they can't anymore, Jay-Z. What happened in the second half? I know everybody wants to talk about the first half. They got killed in the first half. That's fine. But the good thing is you have to play 4 quarters. And guess what? Those scores, offenses attacking the LBs, well, what happens when they do that? Well, they set up a play where they try to do that crossing linebacker crap again, and guess what? Kirby Joseph jumps the route and ends the game. The thing is like, you can get tricks to work against us, and you can get it going. But once again, and I'm starting to have confidence in this. Like, I get nervous. Oh, what are you going to do with this? What are you going to do with that? Here's the thing. Every week you can look to it. You can point to it. You can point to a spot where the Lions on defense figures them out. Except in that Bills game. Obviously, because they lost that game. But they usually got some kryptonite in there. You know, you force a turnover, and then it's over. And the thing is they couldn't go back to it. They weren't moving the ball up and down the field no more in that second half. I mean, you got to look at that kind of stuff. If we're going to critique the team, you got to look at that kind of stuff too. That's the first question that I'll ask on a critique. Right? If you're like, okay, well, they gave up a lot of points in the first half. What are we going to do about that? Well, the first question I ask is, what did they do in the second half? The Lions, did they make an adjustment? Or were they able to keep attacking us in the same way and we couldn't stop it? And that's not true. They ended up not being able to move forward. They had the lead. The Lions caught them and pulled away. Once Aaron Glenn figured out what to do there. Oh, well, he threw that one interception right to Kurt. Well, that comes from pressure and when you sail balls, it's usually because you were in indecision right as you were throwing the ball. And you're trying to throw it to an empty spot. You didn't see Kirby. That's based off of pressure. That interception was based off of pressure. So I can't wait till we get Enzo back. You know, you obviously want to get one of your best players back. We rarely blitz. It drives me crazy. I'm screaming the game to change things up defensively. Until they do. Michael, would you think that the Lions, like, because they did blitz, one of them resulted in a sack by Brian Branch to seal the game. So they don't blitz. They needed to get those guys back out there in coverage. That's where your strength is. I can't give as much credence to the first half because they fixed it. Jeremy's got it. It was 13-21 at the half. We didn't let it get to a 2-score lead. We adjusted and it made a difference. They scored 34 points. And one of those touchdowns was garbage time. They scored with like 12 seconds left or something like that, and they had to kick an onside kick to even have it. I mean, they're all garbage at the end. They made it hard at the end, didn't give them enough time. So they really only scored one second half touchdown. And it was right at the beginning. And then they made that adjustment. That's the thing. Like, you can adjust all you want against the Lions offense. I think that's what people are starting to figure out here. That's where I'm getting my confidence. I mean, you can make the adjustments all you want. Oh, we got it. What are you going to do? You going to stop Amon-Ra St. Brown? You going to stop Jameson Williams? Because you can't stop them all. So, I mean, that offense is running smooth, man. They're going right into the playoffs, playing at a level that they haven't figured out yet. Nobody's figured out the Lions offense yet. Central Scrutinizer says the defense is one of the best on third down. And I'm looking at this. Got the no-fly zone right here. The no-fly zone. I mean, you might say that I'm out of my gourd, right? I mean, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this no-fly zone. Hold on a second. That's what I want to do. I don't know why that's not going in. So I got to get rid of this. All right. Let's try it again. Do you like me yet? There we go. All right. You know, let's really look at this tail of the tape here. Jared Goff going 26 for 34, 303 with 3 touchdowns. Brock Purdy had himself a game too. 27 for 35, 377, 3 tutties, but 2 interceptions. Second half interceptions. You can't just go to the worst parts. Wait, like when you're doing heavyweight fights, and this is the thing that that I like to talk about in the game, which is the ebb and flow of the game, right? You're a heavyweight fighter. You're going to get hit with some punches. It's how you finish that game. You're not going to go into a heavyweight fighting match where one team knocks the other team out, or one guy knocks the other guy out. You're not going to go into that fight and go, well, look at all those punches he took in the fourth round, though. He's not as good as the other guy because he took a bunch of punches in the fourth round. Like, no, well, who gives a crap? He knocked him out in the ninth round. I think that we really need to start recognizing that that's the strength of the team. You ain't going 15 rounds with us, baby. We're gonna take you out there. We're like Joe Frazier. You know, let's go. You want to go 15 rounds with? That's fine. You could. I mean, if you're going to beat the Lions, you're gonna have to go the full 15 rounds, and we're gonna punch you in the face a lot. That's the type of style that we play. And eventually your offense is going to make a mistake. To me, it's like the other team's got to answer the questions, not us. Can you play perfect on offense? I don't know. Josh Allen was the only one that I can think of. Baker Mayfield game was too early. We were still figuring things out. But Jahmyr Gibbs, 18 carries, 117 yards, 6.5 yards a carry. You got a touchdown in there. Craig Reynolds, come on, Craig. Look at that. 7 carries, 31 yards, 4.4 yards a carry. Jamar Jefferson, 3.0 yards a carry, three carries. Jameson Williams had a touchdown run. Jameson Williams, 5 catches, 78 yards, 6 for 64 for Laporta, 8 for 60 for Amon-Ra St. Brown, 4 for 46. Yeah. And then defensively, the story of the game is like they bent, but they didn't break. That's the story. What'd Dan say? I'm gonna have a smile on my face. I don't care if we win by 1 point. I don't care if you got one ass cheek and 3 toes. That's right. Lions with 439 yards in total offense. And 49ers had 475 in total offense, 400 passing yards. A lot of those were in the first half. They did not play well in the first half. And in the second half, they were shutting them down. And they did get some garbage yards in there. I'm sorry. When you go up by more than 1 score, the style of play is different. That's a good win. That's a good, complete win by the Lions, in my opinion. I have no problem with the win in any spot. Nick Bosa giving Sewell the business. I thought it was a good matchup. Sewell gave him some business too. Sewell gave him some business. Sewell gave him more business than he gave Sewell business. When you give up 40 points, that's not enough business. That's not enough business. You're going to have to send one of those guys out there, Nick Bosa. You're going to have to do more business. You're going to have to send out one of those guys that like spins the signs. You know, you got to do a little bit of promotion. I expect the D to have a great game on Sunday. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Nick Bosa gave Decker the business a couple times. Good morning, Ken.
You like that? You like that? You like that?
Yeah. Moonscar Blade. Decker was struggling to stay upright. That had me worried a little bit, but maybe it's a testament to how good Bosa is. Decker footwork looked like trash. On the plays that he got beat, yes. See, this is the thing about offensive linemen. And let's go see. I mean, I do have the PFF scores. And we can look at these. Let me see if that worked. Did that move up? No. Let's see what we got here. Oh, you're killing me. All right, did that finally go in there? All right, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Looking at these PFF scores. And I usually don't get them this early. I'm going to react with you guys as we look at it. So let's see if that reflected some of this stuff. How good of games did our best players have? Offensive-wise, Jared Goff having himself a game. Jahmyr Gibbs having himself a game. So our skill players played better than our offensive line did. That's what the story is telling me on the overall grades right off the bat. Graham Glasgow had a comeback game right there. That's nice that he was able to bounce back a little bit. I like that. Amon-Ra St. Brown having a good game. Frank Ragnow having a really good pass blocking. That looks like the Lions were really, really good in the middle. Right there. Penei Sewell had a 70 grade. He did not have a good pass blocking grade. That probably reflected in the sack that he gave up to Nick Bosa. But that's a pretty good run blocking grade. So let's see. Frank Ragnow had a good pass blocking. Dan Skipper was good pass blocking. Laporta, Decker. I mean, 64. You're in borderline average grade right there. Average grade pass blocking. Not a good pass blocking grade for Penei. Not a good pass blocking grade for Zeitler. Run blocking. Look at that. Right in the middle. You got Graham. You got Frank the Tank. Penei Sewell's always good in the run blocking. Right there. But would you guys agree that kind of reflects what we saw? That kind of fits some of these comments. Jake Moody helping the team win right there. Let's look at these guys on offense right here. The San Francisco 49ers. George Kittle was a beast. Now, George Kittle has over 1,000 yards receiving. George Kittle is George Kittle. It is what it is. The big players came out. Brock Purdy had a good game. Dobbs was out there for like 6 plays. Ricky Pearsall had a good game. Ken said Moody missed 2 makeable field goals and an extra point. We did miss 1 extra point just because it was blocked. Yeah. Yep, do better. Long field goals. Win the run game, win the turnover battle, force a QB to pass into mistakes, mission accomplished. That's the Detroit Lions style right there. It is. Check out these Lions on defense. Amik Robertson with another good game. I love these narratives that are getting squashed, and I'm going to talk about it. Amik Robertson is 5'8". Oh, he can't play outside because he's too short. Well, so far, he's like 3 for 3. So that appears to be a myth. Pat O'Connor with another good game. Obviously, Kirby Joseph. And down at the bottom, Ezekiel Turner, Muhammad, Pittman, Ben Neiman, Jalen Reeves-Maben, Trevor Nowaski, Kendall Vildor. When you get into the 50s, these are starting to get into more of the average type of stuff, but I would say borderline bad right there, more bad than good. And we saw that. I think that was reflected in the game. The defense struggled mightily in the first half. Run defense. Let's look at it. Let's go. Jack Campbell, baby. Is Jack Campbell going to go to the Pro Bowl? Y for yes, N for no. Jack Campbell having a breakout year. It's like quiet, too. It's a quiet breakout year. How do you quietly... Jack Campbell's having a great year. Got 2 sacks on the year. 80 run defensive grade. He's got over 100 tackles. 75 solo tackles. Guy's a stud. Ifeatu Melifonwu coming through again. Tackling. This is what I love about the Lions. Tackling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You could even throw DJ Reader in there. 10 good tacklers. And the other ones that aren't good at tackling, you remember them not making tackles. Kendall Vildor. Levi Onwuzurike didn't have a good tackling game. Jalen Reeves-Maben didn't have a good tackling game. I remember all of those guys that are in the red that didn't have good games. I remember all of them missing tackles last night. That's reflective in the scores. I know that people say that the PFF is worthless, but I think they do a decent job. It's not going to tell you 100% of the story, but I think it can back your story up. Pass rush wise, look at Ifeatu. It's so good to have you back, Ifeatu. Brian Branch, Ben Neiman, Levi Onwuzurike, Zadarius Pass rush looked a little bit better. according to the PFF scores. A little bit better, but nobody's standing out. You have guys that are playing good, not great. In coverage, Amik Robertson, Kirby Joseph having great games. Everybody else, what are you gonna do? If Jack Campbell, that's the weakest part of his game. But he does continue to get better at that. So there's the PFF scores. Let's look at it. You're watching the Lion Villain Report, brought to you by NFL Shop. You can scan that QR code or use the Villain link to save up to 25% off. It's beautiful. There you go. Lions 8-0 on the road. And I think that you can do the no-fly zone with that, because the thing is, like, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They were able to do some stuff early, but they weren't able to continue to do it. Bates is our new pinup poster boy. Oh, man. Yeah, Goff had a great game last night. A win is a win, as a loss is a loss. All that matters is the win at the end of the game. John, Lions didn't struggle against a 6-win team. They won. They won going away. Hey, John Dorn, your team struggles against every team in the NFC North. The Green Bay Packers are trash. How do you get swept by two teams and then you're going to be in here running your mouth? That's hilarious. You should do something first. I mean, what are you going to do? All of a sudden start playing good in the playoffs? Your team got exposed. You're just not that good against good teams. You got destroyed in Lambeau. The Lions punked you at home, too. You got beat down by the Minnesota Vikings. You're just not as good as the good teams. No punts by either side. Jack Fox has the easiest job in the NFL. Goff runs the table next week. Should be the MVP. What the other quarterback has to play is the toughest division in the NFL. Yeah, the Minnesota Vikings are going to have 2 losses, and both of or 3 losses, and 2 of them are going to come to the Lions. That's how good the NFC North is. I give the Packers respect, honestly. I mean, they would be leading any other division with their record. I mean, the Packers are probably 3rd or 4th best in the NFC. I mean, if you want to give it to Philadelphia, which you kind of got to give it to Philadelphia, that would put the Packers at 4th in the NFC. Just the NFC North has 2 better teams. San Francisco is loaded with talent. Yeah. I ain't going to minimize a road win against San Francisco. Jay-Z broke up one pass with his helmet. Kirby got an incentive bonus last night. Was that for having 9 interceptions, which is more than Xavier McKinney. He's a better safety than Xavier McKinney. Jamison Williams is also a better wide receiver than Christian Watson. Oh, wait. Christian Watson never plays. Let's face it, we had a first half stop that Branch got a penalty to lead to a TD that wouldn't have happened. Yep, you got to keep your cool. You got to be able to keep your cool. Brian Branch with the sack. Glad the refs missed on the face mask. But Dan has taught us Lions fans refs are an excuse for losers. Winners play through the refs, injuries, and mistakes. Broski says the Lions defense is so soft, right? Beat your ass twice. Easily. Easily beats that. Your whole team is soft. Congratulations for being a spectator to good teams. Branch got chewed out by both Campbell and Glenn for the personal foul penalty. Nothing easy for Detroit, yeah. The Packers might be the first 12-win team in third place ever. That could be true. Like I said, I give them respect for what they can do. But it's all about which teams are playing the best at the end of the year. And you can crap on the defense all you want. The defense had the defense had an awful first half. And the Packers should take this lesson right here. Because you have to play the whole game. You have to play the whole game. Green Bay's been taking halves off. I'd be a lot more concerned about the defense if they were stopping them in the first half and then gave up a lead and lost. But that's not what happened. What happened was the defense got torched in the first half, made some adjustments, and then took control of the game in the second half. Jay-Z says Green Bay has lost to Philadelphia, Detroit twice, Minnesota twice. Green Bay, one and done in the playoffs, can't beat playoff caliber teams. Two 14-2 teams, it'll never happen again. This is why I was rooting for the Packers. I don't care I do care if the Lions lose the game, obviously. But I love big, high energy games. And there's nothing higher energy than this. Two 14-2 teams. And there's more on the line in this game than I've ever seen anywhere. I mean, the 1 seed, which is now a bye week. You get one bye week, which is given to the 1 seed for the winner. The winner takes the NFC North title. The winner takes the number 1 seed. The winner will have a coach that's going to be the coach of the year. It doesn't get any better than that. Now, I understand it would be nice to sit at home on week 18 with the division already locked up, with the 1 seed already locked up. I know that would be nice, right? You get a nice relaxed week, but no. There's not going to be a game like this ever again. Two 14-2 teams, they just made it 17 games. And to have like 14-2, that used to be the end of the season. If you were 14-2 You won the 1 seed probably in week 8. I know that Skol deserves a lot of credit for sticking in, but the thing is, so do the Lions. Still keeps on. They keep winning. They deserve to be in this game. They've earned this game, but so have the Lions. The Lions have earned this game. The Lions got to feel that they'd been in the 1 seed spot since week 4 or something like that. In the 1 seed spot. Way back. Holding it. And they lost the 1 seed for 48 hours. They keep winning. They deserve to be there, so do the Lions. This is epic. This is epic. It's what it's all about. And the consolation prize to the loser of the game is you're in the playoffs. You got a chance to win the Super Bowl. I mean, this game means so much as far as getting a bye week, winning the NFC North title. That means that there's a lot of meaning wrapped up into that. But in the grand scheme, if you lose, you got to go play a road playoff game. You win that road playoff game, well, there you are, in the same position that you would have been in the 1 seed. Which, by the way, the Lions are undefeated on the road. So you get to play in a win-win situation because win or lose, you're going to the playoffs with a chance to win the Super Bowl. The Lions are good enough to win the Super Bowl, but so are the Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, I said it. The thing is, I don't like to downplay victories. I don't like to, talk about all the negative stuff that happened in a game that you won. To me, it's not being realistic. It's just being pessimistic. Because you find a way to win. There's going to be good and bad plays in every game. You get very few of those Tennessee Titan, Jacksonville Jaguar kind of games where everything goes right. Oh, we score on every play. Our defense gets a stop on every play, and we win 45-0. That doesn't happen all the time, but yet people expect it. Good teams will score. Brock Purdy played out of his mind last night. The question is Team 5 versus Tampa Bay a Saturday night game, or does the NFL cut Team 5 a break on Sunday Night Football and then play that game on Sunday? I'm not sure there. Russ, if the Lions get the 1 seed, it's possible we could face the Vikings 2 games in a row. Yeah, it would be 2 games in a row for us, and they would have to win a road game to get to it. But it is possible that they could play us again. Depending on how the Rams shake this thing out, it could be the Rams versus the Packers, and then the Vikings versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's possible that they could both of the NFC North teams could be eliminated before that 1 seed would play. That's the advantage, because it's dog eat dog. And, there's some good teams on the NFC. Is Kirby Joseph an all-pro? I think this sealed it. He's definitely the best safety in the NFC. So there's that. Definitely the best in the NFC. I'd love to see him get to 10 interceptions by the end of the season. But what a great season by Kirby Joseph. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Mooncar Blade.
Say hello to my little friend.
This is so crazy to me. This is why I can't root for the Packers. I won't root for the Packers. I don't care what the seedings are. I'm not going to root for the Packers to win any game. I wanted this smoke. I wanted this. You might come on this show next week on Monday, and you might be saying, how did you like that? Minnesota beat you. You might say that. But the thing is I'm still not going to regret it. Wanting it. I want to be in a game like that. And when the Lions lose games, they bounce back really well too. And if the Lions win this game, that means that they can't lose any more games. It's like the price is thick, Jeremy. That's a thick price to have a bye week in the playoffs, or you got to play with no bye week and you got to go on the road as a 14-3 team. That's crazy. But that's whoever loses. Remember that. Remember that. You got to go on the road and win a game, but you're not out. Lots of teams win the wild card and have won from the lower seeds. As a matter of fact, the one seed a lot of the time makes it to the Super Bowl, but doesn't win it. The one seed doesn't guarantee you the Super Bowl. Something needs to be done about a playoff game. There's no way in hell a 14-win team should have to go to the playoff game and play a team. It's barely over 500. I don't agree with that, Ken. I think it's fine. It's fine. And I'm gonna give some hard truth to a Green Bay Packer fan that wants to say that division titles don't mean nothing. And right here is the crux of why that's an idiotic statement. Oh, we don't have enough room to hang all of our division banners because we want to say stupid things. Derp, 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 derp. This is why you have to win your division. This is why it's important to win your division. Because if you're second place in your division, you might have to go on the road as a 14-win team. So Green Bay Packer fan, idiot, fool that says that division titles don't mean anything. There's your proof. Nothing needs to be done about that. That's a beautiful rule. Win your division. You know why you should win your division? Because it's important to win your division for playoff seeding. Now, I understand you can just go win a road game. That's fine. That's hard to do in the playoffs, to go win a road game. And just because you've done it doesn't mean that you're going to do it. More records broken, more wins by the Lions. All of these records just getting smashed. I agree with Corey for one half. The defense We better get the defense rolling. The defense was rolling in the second half, Corey. We can't, because they played bad in the first half. I understand being realistic. We must acknowledge the fact that the Lions gave up 21 points in the first half of this game. And I understand that. And I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to help you guys. The defense better get rolling. It did get rolling. They had 2 takeaways in the second half and sealed the game. They gave up garbage yards at the end of the game. Dan Campbell actually did let practice squad guys get in there more at the end. They won that game going away, Corey. They had an awful first half. I can acknowledge that.
You've had enough of that shit.
I can acknowledge that. They needed to get better. And they went in at halftime. They made the adjustments. And won the game. They won the game going away. They opened up that can of whoop ass at the end. They opened up a can. So I understand. Let's get the defense rolling, but they did. They got the defense rolling. The question I have to ask for the rest of the NFL is, what are you going to do about our offense? Because our offense looks unstoppable. Offense looked unstoppable against the Bears. Offense looked unstoppable against the Buffalo Bills. Offense looked unstoppable against the Packers. Offense looked unstoppable against the Vikings. This isn't like a couple week thing here. I had to come to grips with something last night, and I was just like, you know, you get scared to get into some of these games, and then you just realize that these people are playing right into our hands. Yeah, they were scoring some points at the beginning. When I'm sitting there watching the game last night, I'm like, the Lions are going to get a turnover here. They're going to get a turnover. They can't keep playing perfect like that. Brock Purdy was having a game. But then he got set up, dude. He got set up. That didn't look like they were confused. They didn't look like they were confused, Corey, at the end of the game. It looked like, oh, they were killing us in the first half. We did step it up to saying the team like many. That's not true. This is a good San Francisco team. This is not 6-win San Francisco team. This was a 6-win team that came in with an attitude. This is the thing that the Lions are going to have to get used to, is you're going to watch teams go 2 weeks ago, like Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy wasn't having a great year, but the Lions are the hunted now. So we're going to get everybody's best game. And the Lions play a style of football that wears that team out to where they don't want to play. We're Joe Frazier, baby. Corey, come on. We're Joe Frazier. You're going to outlast us? Our offense is, they can only do it so much. They can do it as much as they need to. Offense has just been putting up 30, 40 points a game. Teams ain't stopping us. The offense is getting better with Gibbs. Like, I didn't see any concern in that game last night that made me think that teams can beat us. I don't think that our offense can be stopped. And we got a defense that's good enough to get some takeaways you take a couple possessions away, you can't beat us. Dan Campbell knows that. We can stretch this score out there. You ain't putting up as many points as us. You can't win a track meet with us. Minnesota can't win a track meet with us. We're gonna force Sam Darnold into making mistakes. The commenters were glazing the Niners all night long. I got kind of sick of that too. Thank you, Will. Thank you.
You like that? You like that?
Hit that like button. See, I keep everybody in a spot right here. Now, Corey, I know that you think I'm just a homer, but right here tells you that I'm not a homer because I don't agree with this, gun guy. The Vikings are not fraudulent. The Vikings have earned their way into this game. They've earned their way into this game. You know, fraudulent was something that I was saying week 5, week 6. You know what I'm saying? But now it's different. You know, they've beaten some good teams and they can win in a way. They have an attack style defense. We go taking the ball away. Our strength is in our secondary. We set those people up and finish it like that. The Vikings finish it differently. They got these attacking pass rushers, and they like to get out in front of you, and then they attack you. A little bit different than us, but they deserve to be in that game. Henry says our defense was just showing very little so we can pull the wool over the Vikings' eyes next week. Our defense. Says, nope, you have your opinion, I have mine. That's the beauty of fandom. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. And I love this team going into the playoff push. You know, I could be disappointed like everybody else, but I'm certainly not going to sit here in fear of any team going into the playoffs. They should fear us. They should fear our offense. I don't have as many questions about our defense as I do about their defense and how are you going to stop us? How's the best defense in the league going to stop us? They can't. It's going to be a showdown on Sunday night.
You like that?
It will be. I'm looking forward to it. Lions have this knack for showing up for these really, really big games. In Minnesota, if you say we do too, well, we had a big game against you guys that we showed up to and beat you.
We're going to bite a kneecap off.
This is the Lion Villain Report Victory Tuesday. This show is always brought to you by NFL Shop. You can scan that QR code right there or use the villain link, save up to 25% off of your order from our affiliate marketing partners at NFL Shop. You can join me Monday through Saturday at 10 a.m. talking Lions football, doing a little Victory Tuesday A little PFF Tuesday. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Thank you to the Villain Squad Facebook page for allowing us there with over their 61,000 person network. Thank you for subscribing to the YouTube channel at Lions Villain Squad. Thank you to the Huddle Sports Network with Bill the Packer fan and Mike the Bear fan. Over 30 NSC North podcasts on that network, as well as some wrestling podcasts. On Roku, you can find the Lion Villain Report. We're the undrafted free agent of sports podcasting. The Tom Kennedy, baby. You can't unalive Tom Kennedy. He just keeps coming back. The UDFA. By liking, sharing, and commenting, you can help our page. And we appreciate that. And if you want to be a sponsor, you want to be guilty or partner with the Villain Squad, you want to be guilty by association, get a hold of Main Event Mike, 810-620-2167. If you own a business in Michigan and you love the Detroit Lions, we would love to have you partner with us in over our 100,000 person network. It's faith, family, and then football. In that order, we use football to spend time with our family and create memories. We don't let football use us. And that's going to conclude my time here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Tomorrow's going to be the Hump Day preview for Sunday night matchup. Hope to see you then. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord shine his face upon you until we meet again in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you so much for stopping by. God bless you. I will see y'all tomorrow.
Hey, yo, the lies so that you never make it. Hopeless, so it seems. Eyes closed, hands open wide to embrace your dreams. Sometimes you gotta take a loss just to get the win. Like lots of sin was popping in like oxygen when boxes wet. Focus on the mental, never lose like a smooth instrumental. Better choose on the move in a pinto. Choose when I get to, never lose smooth on the move, but it's simple. Never give up and we winning it, maybe. We just keep winning, we conquering daily. Envision that pay me, it's never the sway me. Indigenous, maybe we winning this crazy. Your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, it's your opportunity, your opportunity.